Hey, so everything around us is made of energy, right? Your feelings, your emotions, your body, everything is made of energy basically. And we humans, being the sensitive beings that we are very much affected by energies. Now, when I say energy, you pretty much know that every individual has an energy signature. They carry different energies based on their thought process, based on how their heart space and their soul work. So basically, you might want to take a look at certain people that you are around and how you feel being around those people. Because if you are sensitive to energies, if not energy, I mean, if you do not understand the terminology energy, let me tell you, basically feeling, right? If you are around certain people and you do not feel good, that's your sign that you're supposed to not spend time with certain people. Now, if somebody's energy is amazing and you may go to this person and you might come back feeling amazing, and if that person is well balanced in their energy, they will feel that calm too. But if they are an empath and they do not know how to balance their energies, they might feel depressed and you might feel fine because they would have taken on your low vibrational energy and transformed it, and they may have given their light energy to you. We're all made up of energy. Every single thing around us is energy, and energy, as you know, is not destroyed. It can only be transformed, basically meaning that this energy will only take on a different form, but it cannot be destroyed. So it exists, and that's why you say transforming energies are very important. Now, if you are someone who's very sensitive, and or if you have experienced something similar where you may go out with a certain friend of yours expecting it to turn out a certain way, but you come back feeling depressed or angry, it only means that you have taken on this person's energy. Now, whenever a room is full of a certain type of people, if they're good, then it's good. If they're not, then you may have to excuse yourself out of that space. Because in the long term, if you do not know how to balance and clear out your energies, these energies, if you're especially spending time with someone of a lower vibrational frequency or someone who's frequently into negative thoughts or negative thought patterns or anything that does not serve any good, if you spend a lot of time with someone like that over a long period of time, you may have to consider going away or maintaining strong boundaries or distance with them. Because what happens is the more you take these energies, the more those energies can make they start living in your system, in your body, in your mind, and it can actually drain you over time. It can make you depressed, or it could push you into a space of really low vibrational, cold, negative thinking, or it can basically take out your own light. And so what you could do is you could really make sure that you do not spend much time with such people. If you have to, somehow the situation does not work out, just excuse yourself out of that place or out of somebody's presence like that, because it's not going to serve you any good. Because if it starts if you start housing those energies within you and you are not aware of it, it's just going to be, imagine it like just like magnets. You will become a portal for those low frequency energies, and you will contract those unwanted energies, and it's not even funny at this point. Because you will go really low. I mean, it can always manipulate you into thinking that a certain thought is yours, a certain if you are negative about yourself and you've never done that before, you may have to give it a thought, because you can always analyze who you have been spending more time with. And that's exactly why it's advised to everyone to make sure they know who they spend more time with. And spending long term times with someone, you really have to be all eyes and ears. You have to be open to what type of energy they emit, be it momentarily or in the long term. Because especially what happens in relationships, of different types, of course, is that we as a society are not taught to exit out of certain relationship because it is not functioning well. We're always taught to stay and understand and adjust, which is not any form of benevolence. It's not good. These are only somebody's thought probably that got passed on to the whole mass, and you get what I mean, right? You really see in some relationships that one of the partner, now I mean relationship as anything, it's a spectrum, right? I mean parent, children, I mean partners, I mean all types, friends, everything, where it involves a bond, a relationship with people. You can sometimes see that one person is really thriving, and then the other one is really depressed, is really descending in their energies. And what you see is this other person might also start slowly diminishing in energy. And someone, if for the longest time, if someone hasn't seen them, they will literally point out that you are not the same person anymore. There are only two ways. You could either go up in your energy or you could go down. I mean, the choice is yours. Sometimes even when we do not like doing it, we have to give up on certain things, certain relationships, certain people. It might sound selfish, but it's not. It's for self love, because if you really know what love is, then it is not to stay with someone when they're not learning their soul lessons. It's true unconditional love allows you to work on your soul journey without pressurizing you into fitting into the situation. It does not require for you to be in a situation even when you're killing yourself. That's not love. Someone who truly loves you in all forms, I mean in friendships and in all kinds of relationship, will let you go. They'll set you free the moment you say, because when someone loves the other, the whole and the sole intention of it is for the other person to be the happiest, and in whatever way happiness means to them. And you really need to exit those type of relationships, because what you're doing is you are not doing your soul growth, and you do not let the other person work as well. And when one person is emitting a denser, a harsher, a darker energy, and another one is of light, but if you do not know how to hold your light for longer times, you can literally go down, and that's not advisable, especially not at this time. The planet is thriving, and so should we. As I say, we are just as Gaia ascends, I mean Earth ascends, so do we, right? Our love, our choices also reflect on the entire planet. You might think that you and the other person is different, but all of our energy collectively makes one energy for Earth, and whatever we are, whatever the majority is, if the majority that's above 50% would be the mark. If something is above 50%, then that's what goes, right? So I hope we can keep the love going and do not be stuck, because every single thing around you in energy affects you. The type of house you're in, it holds a certain frequency, and that is going to affect you. The schools you go to, the workplace you go to, a lot of people are very depressed with workplaces because it consists of no energy of love. It's just work, 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 go, and you're a machinery, just finish your task. There's no love. It's basically a 9 to 5 slavery, right? So I do not mean to degrade it. Some people do need to work these jobs, but the space is what I'm talking about. Everything around you, it holds a vibration, a frequency, a energy pattern. Your whole family can have an energy pattern. If you could make adjustments, you change. And that's why breaking patterns and habits is very important, because when a certain family from eons has followed the same thing and they haven't made any change, I mean a better change, I mean it's time for one of the family members to if they're considering making a change, a positive one, that's really good, and it shifts the energy. It gives it a chance to change and to have a different form, to have more light and positivity in it. Certain relationships, people complain about relationships not being stable, like there are breakups and all sorts of splitting ups. The fact that two energies in people, people are always so eager to get people married, to pitch people together, but never realizing what actually goes on energetically and spiritually. This is a problem, because when one person's energy does not align with the other, they are always on different points. That's when things don't work out. Because what two individuals make, two individual energies, they make one whole energy, right? So that will be the vibration, that will be the signature of that relationship. Something, if two people don't vibe together, I mean, it's chaos. The relationship is chaos. If two people are really loving and compassionate and kind and so compatible with it's love. Exactly how different people bring in and emit different energies, and that's how it makes one whole energy, right? I hope you understand where I'm going with this. You need to be really aware. Sometimes you have to give up on things, on relationships, on people, on places. Make the right choices for you. Just because you are scared of change does not mean you do not make that change. Sometimes you might love your job, but you really need to let go of it sometimes, and this is the time, right? And sometimes you might really love a person, it could have gone on for years. You really need to let go of it, because you do not know the long term. You people never vibe together. You have to let go of it. The world has such amazing opportunities, right? And if you are someone, this is I have to mention this, if you are also someone who does not like being around a lot of people, this means you're very energy sensitive, right? And it's okay for you to stay in your confined whatever environment that you choose to be in, whatever you choose to be, because people often don't get it, because that happens to me a lot. I don't go out a lot, so people always like, how do you stay indoors? I love it, as long as I'm not into toxic energies, it's fine. And there are many, many, many people like me, and we make up a whole crowd, I mean. And I really hope that you hold your boundaries, because energies work according to boundaries. If you have a very shaky boundary, if you keep letting people into your auric field, into your energy field, into your house, into everything that you hold dear, your body, your mind, your soul, the house, your family, everything, if someone is infiltrating it and you do not like it, you need to draw boundaries right there. Because this is not just about upsetting someone and telling someone, I don't want to engage with you anymore because you're toxic for me. You cannot let these energies go out of you so easily. You really have to be in your power at all times and know that you deserve amazing things in life. You deserve to be in amazing good energy, and it's let go of what does not serve you. Have very strong boundaries. You do not let certain people into your house. It is okay. I am telling you, it is okay. Even though the society makes it look very rude, it's fine. It's fine. It's really fine. I mean, we haven't made a lot of progress doing and following the old patterns, so probably it's time for you to try something new. There's nothing to lose anyways. We've lost so much. Now it's only time to gain. Strong boundaries are everywhere. You, me, and everyone, every individual human being has a very good sense of sensing energies, and the moment you sense energies, you must consider staying or leaving. The process in between staying and leaving is pretty hard, I get that, but we have to make choice. Because if we do not make choices, if there's no change, if the energy is stagnant, we don't make any change, we don't improve anything. And I really hope this makes sense. And as always, much love. I love you all, and have a good one.